Really, really, really appreciate that. You know, there's so many other organizations, amazing organizations that you support, and you're here. So I don't take that for granted for a second. So thank you so much for being here. Without you guys, we wouldn't do what we do. So thank you. Okay, so why Goddess Night Out? For those of you who have been coming every year, you know it's a kick-ass event where we can have a great time, we have the best raffles ever, great dancing, maybe some boys, as you see. It's always a great night, and we always have the fun themes. But this year, I wanted to make it more about embracing the beauty within and being beautiful inside and out. In the past few years, I've grown to find myself around what I call my tribe of women that are quite amazing and have taught me so much, and I've learned so much as a woman, as an individual, spiritually, and the other way. And I wanted to share a little bit of that with you. We're all on a journey, we're at different parts. A lot of us are much more evolved, some of us are just starting. Here's mine. The real goddess of me. I like to joke, I'm number 11, so I say she tried 10 times to get the perfect kid in the job. I don't know, she was so what I want to do is share some of the people that are in my life that have helped me on my journey. And also, you know, we talk about that whole Mayan calendar. Remember we were all supposed to die in December 2012? Some people are probably on the ground still somewhere thinking that everybody's gone. But for me, and for if you read about it, it really was the shift in consciousness for this divine feminine that we're all embracing now, men and women. So I wanted to share that as much as I can for tonight and leave you with the thought of that inspiration that not only we're here raising money for an amazing cause, but we're also here to heal ourselves as women. And you can be powerful, and you can be a businesswoman, you can be a mother, a sister, friend, a daughter, and you can be strong, but you can still be soft and nurturing at the same time. And I think that's this movement that was talking about. And I have some professions here to talk about. But it's amazing what women can do when we come together. Project Ladybug was run by women. We started around my dining room table, and we have raised over $1 million for children with cancer. And I'll talk about that a little bit when I'm done with this, but I also had the opportunity to be in the public health, as well as some of the women in this room. I'm also going to invite you guys up here. Kathy, Teresa, Melissa, putting you on the spot here. We as women have an opportunity to inspire others with being on television, being on the God. And yes, we're not all very well. But I'm hoping that we can put past everything we have us and maybe start something where we have our differences, but we can't live in a way. So, and inspire others to do the same, because this is what's happening now. This was this 2012 change. We were all stuck in that masculine. Sorry guys, we're all stuck in that energy of competition and everything else. We need to let that go. We need to lift each other up. So I want you guys up here for this presentation. So I'm going to introduce a couple of amazing women in my life. One is actually, Opie, you want to come up here for 1 second before we do this? Ophira Oden is a major astrologer, and she is a twin sister, but it's not her other sister, she's here with us in spirit. And I just want you to talk about, I know I think I'll start into this, but I just want you to tell you the significance of tonight. I want you to tell everyone. I chose this date 11/11 and didn't even realize it, but everyone knows when they see 11/11, they're like, 11/11. We're here on 11/11. So, Opie, can you give us like a little insight about where we are in the stars tonight?
Hi everyone, thank you. It's amazing to see so many people came out for this. So yeah, as an astrologer, I no longer really believe in coincidences. And it is very serendipitous. It happens to be 11/11. How many people see that like on their phone or clock or TV? You just see like a random repeating numbers. Yeah. Well, my whole astrology journey started with seeing 1111 and I looked into it. And what it really represents is the number 1 is about oneness, and everybody kind of moving to see ourselves as all connected. So, we are no different from the children that we're helping. We're all connected in spirit, and, we're all one big kind of global soul or whatever. So, Dina, you being number 11 in your family too, there it is again. So, this is, you may also have heard, make a wish at 11:11 is the thing that you hear sometimes. So this is a great night to really set an intention for, a cure for cancer. The children don't have to suffer with that, or that nobody does, really. And for all of our oneness. So I'm honored to be here and see you guys off screen. That's awesome. So, yeah. So, thank you, Dina. Thank you.
See, I love that. She didn't know she was going to say that. I think it just rolls off her tongue. Of course, we have our girls here tonight. We have some other featured authors as well. Melanie Nugget was just a friend of mine and a savvy auntie. I want you to visit her table and her book. She has this amazing movement that she talks about. And when does your new book come out? March 4th. Kind of around our birthdays, huh? Yeah, Pisces girls. Her new book is called Otherhood. And we really talk to that group of women who may not have found the perfect man yet. We're holding out for the best guy to have our children start our families. But you can still be nurturing and loving and mothering and love children in your life. And you don't have to be, sometimes you're put in this category of like, what's wrong with her, she doesn't have a kid. Well, Melanie tells you all about it, so go and visit her. And Latham, I want to introduce you and bring you up here. And Terry, why don't you come up here as well? These are my soul sisters. I got a lot of them, but here's a few more. Latham has an amazing journey of hers called Mama Glow, and you're a doula to Alicia Keys and many other amazing artists. But she's going to talk about more about this divine feminine that I spoke about, that I'm not that eloquent about it, but she is. And then from there, my dear Terry Cole, who is kind of you're a life coach, but you're kind of behind the scenes to some of these amazing celebrities out there. And she's going to lead us into a meditation. I know it's kind of not usually what you do at these events, and it's not religious, so if you go to any kind of organization, you can participate. It's all about love. It's not one particular denomination, so I would love for you to be a part of it, because what we want to do is we want to hold that energy that all of us are here together for a beautiful cause to help these children. And we want to hold that, so the money that we raise tonight does even so much more than we intended to do. So, Latham, you can take it from here.
Thank you, Dina. It's such a pleasure and honor to be here this evening and to see all these amazing faces that turned up for such a beautiful event. Before I start, though, because Terry will be leading you into the meditation, I want to make sure everybody's already seated so that she doesn't have to remind you how to sit for that. And so if you want to sit up nice and tall and place your feet right beneath you so you're nice in a seated position. You can put yours back against your chair if you want. And I'm going to take off my shoes, actually, so I can feel the ground beneath me. Not because my feet hurt or anything, but because I want to feel the ground beneath me and feel connection with the earth. And I'd like to talk a little bit about what Dina said about the divine feminine. Within each of us is this amazing power, this place of total power that we're born with, and that clicks on when we follow our dreams and passions and things that ignite us in love. And so what I see here is that something that started small as a thought for Dina, it's helping people and being driven to solve a problem, turned into something so beautiful that we're all celebrating for the 6th year this evening, right? So this all started as a thought in her consciousness and became action. And now all of us here in this configuration are sharing this moment today. And so there's a Hindu goddess called Lakshmi. Have you guys heard of her? Lakshmi? Yeah. And she said, that's my girl, right? And so I want us to think about this goddess, because her energy is about abundance and about cultivation, about anything good, like fertility and prospering, right? About money, so make sure you spend some money tonight. Okay, and she's all about just like giving constantly, which is a mantra that women do. Like even when we're not thinking about it, we're always giving and helping. How many of you are people in your family who are the main one that people come to if they need something solved? They come to you, right? Because you're a giver, right? And so this is the energy that we're marinating in this evening, that we're sharing, is that we're all creative, right?